Hello, Selif. This is Most Wanted here, and I just wanted to show you my take on a sorting system, um, one that doesn't require timers and has nearly an unlimited throughput. Um, so let me quick visit my quarry. Same kind of idea that you have of using a snowy biome like this um, to set up your quarries. And one thing I noticed when I started a quarry is the surface of every block in the quarry had snow. When the quarry cleared it, it turned into snowballs. As the quarry ran, if it decided to start snowing, more snow would land, and I'd get more snowballs in the system. So that was a real big nuisance. So what did I do? I went ahead and put down some source blocks of water, tried to prevent the source blocks from uh, freezing over, and what you get is a lot of running water. That prevents the snow from landing on the surface and creating more snowballs. So that's kind of what I started with. And all I have right now is a really slow quarry because I'm not as far into the game as you are. But I have a pair of steam engines, and I've got a quarry. The steam engines have hoppers, and then the output. I don't have the tesseract directly connected to the quarry, um, just because I prefer using relays as a way to catch anything that might end up spewing on the ground. Okay, so it kind of helps to prevent things like that. Um, it's not perfect, it's not guaranteed to help, guaranteed to fix all the problems, but it does work out pretty well. Um, and on this end, I have the tesseract dumping into this relay. Now, if you notice, this relay doesn't have a timer. This is just set up to send an alarm to the hollow alarm if this ever gets full, which I think is a really good idea for you as well. Uh, but as soon as an item enters this relay, it's going to get pushed through. So let me show you. See, look how quick that is. Instant clearing, and look at that throughput. Not a problem. There's no way even a quarry on 100 MJ is going to output more than this relay can handle. In fact, I created, while I'm in my test world when I created this setup, I put down 4 quarries, 100 MJ. The quarries are all default size, and I took all 4 of those quarries at 100 MJ each down to bedrock, and this one relay had no problem dealing with the output. No timers involved, so you don't have to worry about modifying timers for your output or having a timer running fast and generating lag and things like that. It's going to push out into your tube network as quickly as it hits the relay. Not a problem. So that frees up your sorting machine just to pick up stuff as it passes through. All it's doing is adding colors for sorting. And I have my ores that are going to get processed here, and those are going to fall into a induction smelter, which I'm feeding sand down from a barrel using a gate that detects when the sand is empty. It'll bring me more sand. And then the same for the induction smelter. It outputs into relay. I probably wouldn't have to do this. I could potentially do a filter like this one right here with a timer, but this is timerless, so there's no timers involved. It just drops in the relay and it pumps it out. So I could have done it with a timer, but there's no timer here, and relays really aren't that bad to build. So it pushes out the relay. It would be nice if the relay had an option for color, then I can ignore the filter, but okay, so you get what I'm talking about. Same thing here. These are items that aren't being sorted by this sorting machine, but are being sorted by this filter. Items that come through the pipe, they want to get to the green up here, but there's a restriction pipe making these items in this filter given an option of either going through restriction tube or the filter, and they're forced to move through the filter first. So that's giving me a couple of items that are blue. So everything that comes out of my smelting area turns blue, and everything that comes out of this filter turns blue. And those get put into a separate section of my barrels. And then everything that's yellow ends up in a second section of barrels, and then everything that's green ends up in a series of chests as just overflow for things that aren't being sorted. So it's worked pretty good. Like I said, I did throw a ton of throughput through this in the way of 4 quarries at 100 MJ each in a test world, and never had a problem. For snowballs, I did get an issue with an overflow on my chests. So what I'm thinking about doing is, as you see here, the filter has items in it that allows it to pass through the filter. So what I'm thinking about doing is a second filter, probably right here, facing down, and then underneath that I'll have 2 or 3 blocks of lava. So I'll have, the only thing that will be in that filter will be snowballs. So snowballs come through, they instantly going to go to their closest location, which will be the filter, and then it'll pass through the filter straight into lava. So I think that's going to be my way of dealing with the issue. But I don't currently have the issue because I went ahead and put source water over the top of the quarry area, and that means I don't have to worry about the snowballs. So I do have a couple snowballs in here. It's just the last bit that I haven't bothered to get rid of manually. But see, here's the first section of barrels. That's everything that was being turned green. Things that are getting smelted, and then just your average vanilla stuff, and then aluminum, which I will smelt individually, manually, and then and the rest of this stuff is just stuff that you'll find that hits the quarry, and I went ahead and gave each of them a barrel. So it's kind of my setup. I very much kept the idea of having no timers and, you know, virtually limitless throughput. I can give you maybe a slightly better example. Let me just like grab a stack of basically everything here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't do that. Let me put some of these back. These are less in the stack. Stack of those, stack of those. Do I have any? No. Stack of those. I'll get a stack of this, this. Okay, so I got a lot of random stuff that you just never find this combination in a quarry. But here we go. We're just going to dump it all in there. Dump, 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 dump. And it all goes through just fine. Not a problem. It's all going to go in its proper location. It's all being color coded, and they'll all go back to the same barrels that that I pulled them out of. Okay, I just wanted to show you the end result. Just like I said, I'm going to be putting a filter with snowballs. Probably just one, doesn't need to be multiple. And anytime a snowball comes through, the filter is exactly where it's going to end up. So, show you. See out the left corner of the screen, we've got snowballs coming through. Where are they going? Oh, well, they're going straight into the lava. You don't even hear a hissing sound of the items burning up in the lava because it just goes straight in there. Yeah, no hissing. Straight into lava, destroyed straight away. It's a bit much, but just to get rid of some snowballs. But, you know, I could also temporarily add anything to this filter. For instance, let's say I'm tired of dealing with uh, cobalt, right? Cobblestone. I don't want to deal with cobblestone anymore, so I'm just gonna burn it. Oh, there you go. No more cobblestone. From now on, all your cobblestone is being uh, tossed into lava. No lag, I don't think. Once the item enters it, it gets instantly deleted from the world, so I don't think that's even a potential point of lag. So, yeah, I think that works pretty well.